You need to stop whatever it is you are doing. This is like my 4th time trying to start this. Not mad. Be calm. Be tranquil. Be at peace. Dare turn off. I will get so frustrated.
And now you're mine.
Why don't you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button? All those buttons help in this universe. Please, they have my mother.
So our sponsors today is the soul of my enemies. I don't have enemies. I took care of them. You're all welcome. Sipology Matcha Sticks. Do you like my cauldron mug? I think it's bloody cute, but it's the most awkward thing to hold. Over the weekend we got to watch Hocus Pocus with the watch party. Thank you, Beth, for that. As it aired internationally. I was super hyped for this movie, and I was super let down. Let's put it this way. Without going any further, you don't need to watch the rest of the video. It's a 5. It's a 5 out of 10. Like, it's that low for me. And I grasped. I held on to as many good points as I could, but I can't. There wasn't that many. This way. I didn't hate the movie, but there was a lot I hated. I liked the movie, but there was a lot I didn't like. The nostalgia was there, and then it was forced down my throat. The original Hocus Pocus came out in 1993, just saying, I was just born then. It was extremely well written. Before a Disney movie, it was dark. You have these 3 witches played by Sarah Jessica Parker, Kathy Najimy, and the Bette Midler. I look back on Hocus Pocus 2, I will be looking back on the fact that it made me want to watch Hocus Pocus again. Rehashed storylines, sequels, prequels, and Hocus Pocus fell short because it fell into what is now the Disney trap. Introduction, it gives a backstory as to why our antagonist is an antagonist. Conclusion, everything's wrapped up in a bow. So essentially what this movie tries to do in under 2 hours is culminate the amassed fandom of 25, going on 30, years of a cult classic. What we're getting now with all these sequels is very convoluted, fluffed up, very little substance to their scripts. Sometimes the straightest answer is the best. Hocus Pocus, Homeward Bound, Anastasia. The plots were very simple and straightforward. One thing I'm actually starting to fear now is whenever I see a new Disney movie, which I'm really excited about, Hocus Pocus, Geppetto, Disenchanted, are coming out on Disney Plus, I'm thinking, oh no, another cash grab. Sorry Rhea, sorry Mulan. Well, actually Mulan I thought was shockingly bad. The movie follows more or less cookie-cutter standards and the original premise, which was very simplistic. Someone accidentally releases the witches have to go on a hunt before morning, otherwise they will disappear. And then we forget all that and we go on a completely other tangent. Like, completely other tangent. We're introduced to so many characters that are essentially there as plot device. You're not needed again, go away. Oh, you're still here?
Thou art now rendered redundant.
Oh.
Bye-bye.
What's so good about the original Hocus Pocus is the fact that it held on to the fact it was essentially a dark movie. You had these 3 witches, the mother, the maid, and the crone, suck the life force out of children, kidnapping children. Think old Grimm's fairy tales, Hansel and Gretel, Little Red Riding Hood. You know, you were scared. You have Sarah Jessica Parker, Kathy Najimy, and Bette Midler come back, and they are on the ball with what they're given, which is not very much. It's like watching the 3 Stooges all over again, which is
Take all this blood!
is essentially what the Sanderson sisters, Winifred, Sarah, and Mary are. They are the 3 Stooges, just
Simpleton!
with corsets and a need to massacre Salem. They don't miss a beat with what they're given, and then it falls lackluster where the fact that characters were not given enough and other characters were just given too much. It's a fun thing about Mary Sanderson where, you know, she is part bloodhound. The actress Kathy goes in about how like she decided to make this, and it felt like majority of this movie She was literally nodding enthusiastically or growling. She wasn't given much to do. Sarah Jessica Parker's character, Sarah, how easy to remember, had an interesting arc where she was, like considering why are the power dynamics in this threesome. Sorry, I'm a child. Why were they like that? Why couldn't she assert herself more? And that would have been really interesting if they developed on it. And they didn't. It was like Sarah had lovely moments of assertiveness and then
Simpleton!
get back in your corner. Bette Midler, again, she read the assignment. She came, she did, she saw, she conquered, but there wasn't much to conquer. So here's how disconnected I was with this movie. I knew Winifred, I knew Sarah, I knew Mary, I knew Billy. I could not bloody well name you any other character in that movie. Not even like the two protagonists. One was a witch, I think the other one wasn't, or maybe was like semi-witch, and then there was another girl that just kind of came into it out of nowhere, but she was a plot device, and the mayor was a plot device, and oh, Gilbert, I remember Gilbert because I hated him, because he was nothing but a plot device, and children playing Winifred, Mary, and Sarah were very, very good. The girl who was copying Bette Midler's actions, she read the assignment, she knew what to do, and then we had that 10-15 minutes of absolute hogwash for a backstory. And this is what really, really kicks me in the teeth. The original movie, there was no bad actor. Every actor, down to the children, were very, very good. You empathized with them, you felt with them, and with these characters, they were good, they were strong actors, but they were just completely overpowered when in a scene with Midler, Parker, or Najimy. I'm saying Kathy's name wrong. I know it. Not Jimmy. Najimy, but it's one M. Jimmy. It did do a lot of things right. I think I empathize more with the book than any other character, if I'm being dead honest. I mean, like, this is a demonic book with a human freaking eye, right? And then all of a sudden a 16-year-old can just like
I'm talking to the
sway
book.
it.
Book?
You don't have to be bad. You don't have to be evil. Okay, sweetie. Okay. One thing I was really excited for, and the build-up was great.
Now the witch is back!
And then the actual execution was such a letdown, was the iconic Sanderson song. So if you
I put a spell on you.
remember in the first movie, see how I'm always referencing the first movie? Because it just did it better. The first one's always better. First Child. And in this movie, they sang One Way or Another.
I'm under a spell. Bewitched them!
And it wasn't even that good.
After editing this video, I realized I'm erasing a beloved Halloween classic. So go away, watch it yourself, by yourself, with your family, your friends, your kids, anyone, the person down the street, and form your own opinion. If you haven't already, guys, like, comment, subscribe, press all those buttons. It helps me out in this world, and we will talk soon in the next video. Peace!
I put a spell on you, one way or another.
Sister?